This is the Hull London Study Centre. We're launching today with our first 3 programs, postgraduate taught master's programs in business management, supply chain and logistics, and digital marketing and advertising. This is a new centre. We're focused on creating for you the best, the most superlative teaching experience we can. There's a very strong focus on employability and professional networking, professional links at what we do.
Our centre is right in the heart of London at the centre of student life in the city, and we look forward to welcoming you to study here.
Students joining us from Pakistan, India, Nigeria, Angola, Bangladesh. So come and join us here right in the heart of London and take part in our programs.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. This is Mahzabin, International Education Counselor of EN Global Education, and welcome to our today's live session. Today we have the University of Hull, London. So today we have our honorable guest, Baiba and Wahidur Rahman with us. So hello everyone, how are you?
Good. How are you? Happy to be here.
So before entering the main session of our main part of our live session, I would like to say something about EN Global Education, that we are recruiting students from all over Bangladesh for more than 12 years. And we have 3 offices all over in Bangladesh. In Dhaka, Dhanmondi, we have our main office, which is our head office. Apart from this, we have in Sylhet office and Moulvibajar office. So the students who are highly interested for January 2026 and planning for higher study in UK, they are mostly welcome to visit our Facebook page, to visit our website, and we are always available in our office. So please visit our office for any types of help for higher studies in the UK. So welcome to our session, and today mainly we will be focusing on January 2026. All right. So tell us something. At first, please give your introduction to our audience.
All right, so thank you so much. So hello, nice to virtually meet everyone who's here. So my name is Baiba. I'm the regional manager for MENA, East Africa and Bangladesh here at CEG, and I work very closely with University of Hull, London. And obviously with EN Global as one of our main partners, like for the recruitment, obviously. So very happy to be here. We've been very happy with like recruitment that we have in Bangladesh, right? So we're hopefully being able to like kind of carry on and expand that onto the January intake, and we have like some very exciting things happening for the January intake, which I'm sure that we'll go through as part of the session. But I did already give you like a bit of a heads up that I tend to speak quite a lot, so just stop me whenever is needed, please, so we can kind of like answer like the questions that are specifically like requested from the students and the applicants and everything, just to make sure that everything's clarified.
All right. Okay. Thank you. So tell us something about the history and location of this university and some KSP as well. That why should you student choose this university? What are the main things that you are focusing for the recruitment?
Right. So I personally really love University of Hull, London. Very openly saying this, so it's kind of like very close to my heart. I feel like parts of the biggest selling point for me specifically is actually the community that we have in the center. So everyone's super friendly. We have like a lot of like activities that are student facing. We literally just had a boat trip like last week with the students, and it was like really cool. All of the like lecturers and everyone who's like in the center as well is very welcoming, and this like we want to make sure the students actually have the support that they need in order to be able to excel in whatever they want to do in the future. So as part of like the for the January intake, we're already open and we have 5 courses that are running. So there's business management, there's digital marketing and advertising, logistics and supply chain management, AI and data science, and also healthcare leadership, which is our newest course actually. That was for the first time for the September intake. So we're really keen to make sure that we have some more even applicants like starting for the January intake. The scholarships are available of up to £3,000 for all students. So £2,000 is automatic, and an additional £1,000 is available on full fees before CAS. The the tuition fees themselves are like the base tuition fees are from 17 till 18K, depending on the course that they're applying for. And majority of the courses are conversion courses, so we're able to accept applicants from all sorts of different walks of life. So obviously they need to meet the base entry criteria for obvious reasons, right? But we are quite welcoming in sense of, even in the case if you're like a literal an English literature graduate, for example, we are able to assess on a case-by-case basis as well. So we're very welcoming. It's
Okay, all right.
amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
For January intake, could you please specify that what are the programs that you are offering, like undergraduate, masters, or any other courses that you are offering?
Yeah, so it's it's direct masters. So we offer all of the courses are direct masters. So we're not branching out into UG just yet. So direct masters, all it is. 1 year full-time courses for 2 days a week. So again, there's MSc Business Management, Digital Marketing and Advertising, Logistics and Supply Chain Management. Then there's Healthcare Leadership, and AI and Data Science, which are the 5 courses that we're running in the London Study Centre.
All right, so there is no UG courses, right?
No UG, just PG.
Okay, all right. So as you mentioned that you're offering a good amount of scholarship, so it's 3,000, right?
So up to 3,000, depending on what the students kind of go for, right? But it's up to 3,000. So all students are able to receive a £2,000 scholarship immediately, right? But then for this additional 1,000, then we do need to receive full fees before CAS.
Okay, all right. So what about the entry requirements?
Yeah, so we're quite flexible in terms of entry criteria. So because we are able to assess students based on their full a profile, right? So officially it is a 2.5 CGPA from a 4-year degree. However, we don't have specific subject requirements. So for example, if a student wants to go for let's say digital marketing, we don't need to have a marketing degree as their initial as their bachelor's. So we can assess based on any subject, as long as it's a minimum 4-year degree with a 2.5 CGPA.
Okay, all right. And what about the English requirement, like IELTS or other proficiency tests, what you are accepting?
Yeah, so we accept a lot of different tests. We can accept pretty much almost every test, apart from Duolingo. Duolingo is a no-go, unfortunately, at the moment. But we can accept both center-based and also online tests. So it can be pretty much anything like PTE or Oxford International, or any IELTS, obviously, as well. So there's quite a lot of tests. In terms of the score that's required, it's pretty standard. So it's 6.0 overall with 5.5 in any of the bands. For AI and data science, it's slightly higher at 6.5 with nothing less than 6.0 in any of the bands. We do have MOI exemptions available. It is a bit of a limited list, but it is there. So we'll be able to expand it in the future, but it's kind of limited to about 14 private universities at the moment. But obviously, in case if students do have the MOI letters from any of these universities that are accepted, then we're able to exempt them from English as well.
Okay, thank you. So you know that in Bangladesh there are 3 years degree pass course, So
Yep.
What about those students?
So for these two, obviously, as per the entry criteria, they don't officially qualify. However, in case if they do have decent work experience for a minimum of 5 years, in this case, then we can assess them on a case-by-case basis, right? So obviously, it would be dependent on Dean's approval just to see whether the students would be able to upkeep with the demands of the course. But more than encouraged to apply, and we can just we would just need to assess them on a case-by-case basis. Obviously, for these students, we do need reference letters covering these 5 years as well, just to make sure that the work experience is covered as well.
Okay, so they have an option as well.
Of course, everyone's welcome.
Okay, all right. So let's come to the point of accommodation or the facilities the university is offering for accommodation. So what you are offering?
So we've got a whole team that's actually able to offer students accommodation depending on their budgets, requirements and everything. So they're all based in like London. So it's a part of like our kind of bigger company, which is CEG, our Cambridge Education Group, as you might see from the background. So we have quite a lot of accommodation available. That's like, but obviously it just depends on like the students' needs and what they like, how far away from the campus they would like to do. But whenever there's a student asking for like, or would like to arrange, or even just to have a chat with anyone who obviously is based in London, who would be able to kind of encourage them to, like to go for XYZ place, more than happy to kind of get them in touch with the accommodation team to so they can kind of get to this golden solution that would work for the students, like as per our availability as well.
Okay, that's fine. So tell us something about the pre-masters or foundation courses that you are offering in January intake.
We only have direct masters. So I would wish that we had more courses, but we only have direct masters. So yep.
All right. So is there any bar for the student from Sylhet region?
No, so we are able to obviously like accept students from Sylhet as well. So just obviously keep in mind like that we do have like we have also just increased like our well, I say just increased, it's been like a couple of months since we increased our like precast deposit across all of the region, like all of the region in Bangladesh, so to 9,350. But this means that we're also able to recruit from Sylhet as well, so it's not an issue.
Okay, all right. And next question from my side is the turnaround time for offer letter and cash letter.
Yeah, so it's the key question. Obviously, what like in case if you're applying for January intake currently, as in now, the turnaround time is a bit slow because we're still finalizing the September intake. To be very, very open about this, the usual turnaround time, which will be back in place after the craziness of September has passed, is 2 working days, right? So, but that's gonna be like I'm estimating around like from about like the 10th of September onwards, like we'll be back to the normal turnaround times, and then provided that students apply super early, or like as soon as possible, as I always encourage, and they actually do go through the whole system like straight away, then we're able to maintain this turnaround time of 2 working days. But this will be across like CASAs and stuff like that as well. But obviously we just need to finalize the September intake as first and foremost. So just to give you a bit of a heads up. So yeah.
Okay, okay, all right. So I think you have covered all the things with a very short time, right?
I told you I speak a lot because you can't stop me when I start going.
Okay, so do you have any other thing that we can share with our students about these universities?
I mean, in general, so we're pretty straightforward, to be fair, right? I mean, we're like and again, like I do genuinely really love the environment in Hull, like in University of Hull London, right? So because like and the like location where we're located as well, because we're very located in 99 Gower Street, so it's in Bloomsbury, which is a student-centric area as well. So I do always encourage all students to actually take advantage of that. There's a lot of student-driven like things that are happening, right? Even like visiting lectures and everything like that. And we do want to make sure that all of our students have like everything that they need from like life in London, and to me, because the point that they're like the reason why people are studying and going as an international student to study is to gain knowledge and to be able to achieve their future career goals, right? So we do want to make sure that we support this fully. So with that said as well, we do have a very strong careers team that's available in the campus, and then obviously we're able to kind of connect the students in case if they need to like a lot of like different kind of companies that deal with like different sorts of internships and stuff like that. It's not guaranteed, obviously, but it is something that a student is more than welcome to do and encouraged to actually do. There's a few things in the pipeline as well in terms of careers that I'm working on in the background. So hopefully I'll be able to announce some really good news specifically for Bangladesh, like in the next couple of months, to be fair. And then as another thing, obviously upon graduation, students do have full access to like the Hull's alumni network. And Hull has, as an institution, has been around for almost 100 years. So their alumni network is actually very far and wide, and is actually very, very strong in the UK market. So I do always encourage students to kind of just take advantage of this as well, right? So and then obviously as a location, London as well. London is expensive. Everyone knows this. This is not a secret, right? But it's definitely worth it to go. So I always do, because I know that there's quite a lot of students who tend to stay away from London because of the expenses. But if you think about the opportunities that it actually gives you, it's definitely worth it, right? Like London is, I love London as a city. I think it's one of the best places in the world, if I'm being very honest, right? So and it's just really cool to have that London experience. But it's also like, but alongside that, you have so many opportunities in terms of like professional life, career growth, everything that you're able to do specifically in London that is not the same anywhere else in the UK, right? So it's like it is costly. It's a fact. No one denies this, right? But at the same time, it's genuinely worth it. But it's only worth it in the case if students actually go for the opportunities, right? So I always like strongly encourage students to actually go for the opportunities that kind of arise. And then there's a lot of it's actually genuinely worth it for students to do.
All right. Thank you, Weber, to share all this information. So, University of London is accepting MOI, right? So, is
Yeah.
there any condition to accept MOI?
It needs to be completed within the last 5 years, and we do have like a specific list of universities that we're only able to accept the MOI from. But other than that, as long as they, like, for example, one of the universities that is accepted is Daffodil University, right? So in case if we have a graduate from Daffodil that has an MOI letter that's completed within the last 5 years, then they're good to go for an exemption, right? So it's pretty straightforward. We don't need like the higher secondary or anything like that in addition, so it's okay.
No.
So yeah.
That's great. All right. So, we can pick some questions from the audience, I think. What is the minimum IELTS requirement for LLM?
I would love to have an LLM. We don't have this available in the London campus, unfortunately. So, if you're interested in the main campus in Hull, I'm pretty sure that they have it. But then you need to reach out to the main campus at Hull in order to find out this.
Okay. All right. Thank you. What is the minimum CGPA required for the bachelor or master's course?
So it's a 2.5 CGPA from a 4-year degree in order to qualify for a master's.
All right. So the next question is, all right, I am Mashuk and I have recently completed my bachelor's degree in English language and literature from East West University in 2023. As my entire program was conducted in English, I would like to inquire whether I am eligible to apply for a master's degree using my university's MOI certificate. Could you please confirm if East West University's MOI is accepted by your institution? Thank you.
So East West University is on the MOI list, so it's all good to go. So yes,
all right.
yeah, so we would be able to exempt from MOI. So please do reach out to lodge the application as soon as possible, and then the Global will be able to help.
Okay, all right. Thank you. And then the next question is, does the university offer courses with placement year?
We don't offer placement years, unfortunately. So obviously, in case if whenever you're interested as part of the course, you're more than welcome to kind of reach out and like try and find like some opportunities for like jobs and stuff like that as well. Obviously, the careers team in our center will be more than happy to help with that as well. But we can't guarantee placements, and we don't offer like an additional year with a placement as well at this point in time.
Okay, all right. Hello, I completed my honors in 2023 in economics. Since then, I have been doing a business myself. Can I get admission to this university for the business and management course?
So like, do we have like a CGPA or a 4-year? Like, what is the degree? So we need to see like the full degree. But like in order to see whether you qualify for the standard entry criteria. But if you've got a CGPA of 2.5 from a 4-year degree, then you would be fine to apply as well.
So if the student completed his bachelor in economics and if that student meet the entry requirement, then he can take the admission for business and management.
Of course, yeah.
All right. Does the university offer medical imaging?
I feel like this is also a main campus thing. Like I'm not like in London campus we do not, but potentially in the main campus. But again, like you need to reach out to main campus for that.
Okay, all right. Do you accept double master's course?
As in like when you've initially done a master's and then you want to do another one, just to
Yeah.
confirm. So I mean, it depends. So there's not an official block on it or anything like that. However, I would like to know that obviously if you already have a master's degree, then we would need to really look into and understand as to the motivation of us doing like the second master's. So I would kind of like say case by case. Again, there's no official block on it. So again, you're more than welcome to apply, but we just need to like basically understand like the motivations for applying for the second master's and as to why. Like why and stuff like that basically.
Okay, so if anyone completed masters in Bangladesh in any business related subject, if he wants to take admission in any business related course in this university, then it's possible, right?
So if you've done a master's in business, and then you want to go for a master's in business in the UK, my first question would be, why are you doing a second master's in business, right? So, so
It's a different
case by
course.
case. Mm.
If the course is different, like in Bangladesh,
If it's a different course, then we would need to like understand like the motivations, and when this is where the personal statement, like a very strong personal statement, would come in handy, right? So because there's a lot of different reasons as to why students want to choose like a different speciality or anything like that, but we just like obviously our duty of responsibility is to make sure that it's a valid reason, like as to like as to why the student wants to go study, and that it needs to be for the study purpose, right? Obviously in case if it's for example if it's the same subject, then immediately my question is why. Like what is the benefit of doing the same subject in the same level course in the same subject twice? Like what is the reason, right? So and usually people can't really justify this, unfortunately. If it's a different subject, then we would need to understand how it would tie in within their career goals and how it would help them in the future, right? So because we need to make sure that it's actually like a valid reason. So it's case by case as a general rule. More than welcome to apply and more than happy to kind of like check these on a case by case basis, but there's no like right or wrong answer about this.
okay, all right. So if any student completed his masters in economics in Bangladesh, then what will you suggest for second masters?
What would they like to do for their second master's? What is their motivation to do the course? So what do they want to achieve in their like my favorite question that I always ask whenever I speak to students directly is, what do you want to do in 5 years time, right? So like what is the goal, right? And then once we have the goal, then we can understand what would suit best for the student, because whatever they want to do, it needs to tie in to their future career goals, because otherwise what's the point of doing a course that's not going to benefit their future, right?
Okay, thank you. Is a 3 years degree accepted?
As a standard, no. But again, in case if you have like a minimum 5 years work experience, that we're able to assess on a case by case basis, right? So it would depend on the experience that you have. But if you have just a 3-year degree with a 0 work experience, then we wouldn't be able to consider that application.
All right, thank you. Any recommended accommodation for London campus?
So we have loads of accommodation available. It's spread across all of London. So it really depends on budget. It depends on how far away like you would like to be, if there's like a preferred place. But we do have like a full accommodation team who's able to support with like any queries about accommodation and basically point you in the right direction to show, okay, so this is the budget, like this is how far you want to go, or in case if there's specific areas that you want to do. But once you've applied, then we're more than happy to like get you in touch with the accommodation team so they can like basically get you the best option that would work for you.
Okay, all right. Then Northeast University Sylhet MY accepted?
No, not from Northeast, unfortunately.
Okay, all right. Does the university offer courses with placement years?
So I think we already answered this. Unfortunately, we do not have placement years available. So yeah, sorry. I would like to have a placement year, but unfortunately, we don't have this at this point in time.
Okay, all right. Okay. Is there any opportunity to get GDL or PGDL course at that university? Please let me know.
So just to confirm, is it like a postgraduate diploma of learning, of teaching?
I think this type of courses you
Okay,
wanted to.
so we offer direct masters. So the masters that we have are business. There's logistics, AI, data science, marketing, and healthcare, but we don't have anything for like teaching, and we also don't offer any like postgraduate diplomas because we do master's degrees instead of like postgraduate diploma is lower than a master's degree. So we just do a straightforward 1 year master's degree.
Okay, all right. So this was the last questions from my audience, and thank you, Viva, for covering all the things and sharing all this information. I think it would be very helpful for my students who wants to go for this university. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you very much, and thank you for
Okay.
the audience as well. Hopefully everyone found it useful.
Yeah, all right. Have a nice day.
Thanks. You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
you.
Thank you.